A New York judge has ruled that Mexican drug lord El Chapo will remain in solitary confinement. This morning, Joaquin Guzman was transported from his cell in Manhattan to a Brooklyn court. His lawyers were fighting to loosen the restrictive conditions of his confinement. CBS News senior investigative producer Pat Milton was in the courtroom and joins us on the phone. So, Pat, what was it like in the courtroom today?
Yes, well, it was very tight security, as was understandable. And El Chapo appeared calm and confident as he answered questions from the court through an interpreter. When he entered the courtroom, he was flanked by U.S. Marshals. He exchanged looks with his wife, Emma, who was seated in the second row of the packed courtroom. Occasionally, they exchanged eye contact, and at one time, she even waved to him. Security, as you know, was very, very tight for the hearing. Attendees had to go through metal detectors before entering the courtroom.
So this was the third hearing Guzman has had since he was transferred to the U.S. What was at issue in the courtroom today?
Well, one of the issues was the public defenders were appealing to the court to allow them to share the same workspace with him at the Manhattan Correctional Facility where he is being held in solitary confinement. They contended that they're not allowed to speak to him face-to-face, that they have to speak to him through a plexiglass screen. And they argued that the voluminous documents and more than 1,500 recordings that will be reviewed with El Chapo to prepare for his defense, they said was creating a burden.
So El Chapo's lawyers have repeatedly complained about the conditions, Pat, that he's being held in. I mean, why do they say he's been treated unfairly? This man is allegedly responsible for killing dozens, if not hundreds, of people in this drug war.
Yes, well, that is exactly right. One of the concerns of the judge, and he ruled prior to the hearing, that El Chapo will not be allowed to send letters, that he'll be allowed to send letters to his wife, Emma, but she can't visit him and she can't talk to him on the phone. And he said those letters have to be monitored by authorities. And the concern, the judge says, is that he's afraid that El Chapo may be sending coded messages through his wife to run the Sinaloa cartel, which you know that he is the drug lord boss of. He's afraid he's going to be sending messages to run the cartel from behind bars, or maybe he'll coordinate an escape. We know he escaped twice in Mexico, high security prisons, and he's also concerned that possibly he would try to direct an attack on people that snitched on him. So the judge said that yes, he can write letters to his wife. They will be monitored and reviewed, but that he can't visit her and he can't talk to her on the phone. The defense attorneys are arguing that, you know, he's in solitary confinement. He can only get out 1 hour of the 24-hour cycle, and they said that it's making him feel like a zombie.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a much different experience than the experience he had being in prison in Mexico. You mentioned that he escaped 2 times. Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen here. Pat Milton, thanks a lot.
Thank you.